£18 million, 10 years planning, and what do you get? 2 innovative modern schools rejuvenating education in Chelmsley Wood. I visited Coleshill Heath Primary School to find out just how good they are. Firstly, I spoke to head teacher Nicole Fowles. How has the first week been?
The first week has been very eventful, full of excitement from staff, parents and the children. Obviously we expected some teething problems and there have been a couple of things to deal with, but overall very positive. Coleshill Heath has a history of innovation. It started many years ago and through things like the Extended Schools programme. Innovation will include breaking down some of the culture that has been injected into our profession, where we are able to take risks and without fear of doing the wrong thing. And I think that if our staff and adults feel that confidence, that will automatically filter through to our children. Yeah. Some of our main facilities centre around a community involvement. So the Mooga, the changing rooms, the sports pitch will encourage grassroots football, grassroots sports, local level. Also our hub community area. One of the things we've discussed is about local learning for local people, and so that this will encourage parents, residents around the close proximity and to our school and beyond, that really this is a learning institution for all, as well as our children in school.
Cabinet Member for Education, Skills and Culture, Joe Tildesley, told me about how happy he was with the opening of the new schools.
I'm just delighted that this whole project, this 10-year project, it has now come to a final fruition. And it was a real visionary thing. The regeneration of this part of Solihull could not have taken place unless we actually went back to basics and said, how do we improve the life chances of children in this part of the borough? And we do that by education. Education is absolutely vital. So I'm delighted that some of the older schools, the ones that had gone well past their sell-by date, have gone, and children are now being educated in these wonderful facilities.
Technology is an ever-changing thing. How much is the challenge to have the technology side of things current and up to date, and what sort of technology are in the schools that have been recently?
And we have the most up-to-date boards that teachers can do the most innovative work with their children. So if you get the opportunity, please have a look at that. But you raise a very, very good point. Technology is changing so dramatically that what is put in place in a school sort of 2 years ago is already out of date. So there is an incentive for us as the council to help and support schools that we're still responsible for, so that we can provide an absolute up-to-date information that we can.
I wanted to know more about how the £18 million project would impact the community.
This new school has to be an essential part of the community that surrounds it. And I know, again, Nicole has got some really fantastic ideas about what she wants to do to involve the whole of the community. There's a lot of nursery provision that is provided here, both private and fee paying. But it's much more than that, and schools should be open. I'm a really, really firm believer that schools have got to be open 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. We cannot close this wonderful facility for 8 weeks during the summer and say we're not going to use it again. This is part of a collaborative in the north of the borough, and all of the schools are absolutely part of the community.
The old schools will be released for planned housing developments in 2016. The new schools are already in full swing, and for the pupils, it's time to get back to learning. Doug Wotton for the Midland in Chelmsley Wood.